Alright, and welcome to Linear Inverses Level 3. Now in example 1, it says graph f of x and f inverse of x, but we're actually going to be given this linear function in standard form. Okay, so we know that it's going to be in standard form, which is typically ax plus by equals c. Now what I would do if I were you is I would actually just go ahead and I would right off the bat, I would flip my y and my x and then rewrite this simply as 2y minus 5x is equal to 10. So if you're going to graph something in standard form and then you're going to also graph its inverse, you might as well just switch the x and the y right off the bat. And let's solve both of these for y. I see right here, I start by subtracting 2x from both sides. That goes away. I have negative 5y is equal to, let's just say negative 2x plus 10. And of course I divide everything by negative 5. And we'll get this. We'll get our original f of x, because note, this is f of x, it's just y. F of x is equal to, a negative divided by negative is a positive, 2 over 5x. And a positive divided by negative is a negative, 10 divided by 5 is 2. Now, just to illustrate the difference here, I'll solve this next one in green. And let's just say, here we're going to get this y by itself. So to move the x, we're going to add 5x to both sides. That goes away. Now I have 2y is equal to, let's just write 5x plus 10. And of course I divide every single thing by 2. Now I have this, y is equal to 5 over 2x plus 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, I have my two functions. Oh, and I'm sorry, instead of y, let's go ahead and call it what it really is, which is f inverse of x. Okay, now pause this, finish taking any notes that you need. Okay, now let's graph both of these. I see that my f of x equals 2/5 x minus 2. Well, my y-intercept is clearly negative 2. I put my very first point, and my slope is positive 2 over 5, so I'll go up 1, 2 to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put that very second point. Now, since I would run off the graph going further to the right, I'll actually do the opposite. Instead of going up 2 and to the right 5, I'll go down 2 and to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now notice these will form a perfectly straight line if I can do my best artist impression. Now from here, in the green, let's go ahead and graph our inverse function. So 5 over 2x plus 5, well, it's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put our very points there. And of course, now we have a slope of 5 over 2, which means I have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right 2. And if I was going to go in the reverse direction, I'd go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left 2. And you can see that this line would look something like this. Now notice that these are a function and its inverse, so they have to reflect across the line y equals x. And if I were to draw that line, you'll see that they reflect, or they intersect on their reflection point of the line y equals x. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do one more of these because I know these are a little bit tricky. And so let's go to example 2. Okay, in example 2, we were asked to graph f of x and f inverse of x. And notice that we have 3x minus 4y is equal to 12. Now, if I'm going to write the inverse of that, well, instead of 3x, I'll write 3y minus 4x is equal to 12. Remember, I take my x and my y and I flip them. Now, in both cases, let's solve for y. So here, I start by moving my x term. I subtract 3x from both sides, and I have negative 4y is equal to negative 3x plus 12. From here, I can divide everything by negative 4, and I'll get this, f of x is equal to positive 3 over 4x minus 3. Now, let's go ahead and tackle the green. Here, I'm solving for this y, so I will add 4x to get rid of the x first. and I have 3y is equal to 4x plus 12. Here I divide everything by 3, and we get our f. Ooh, what am I doing here? We get our f inverse of x is equal to 4 over 3x plus 4. Now, I would pause the video, finish taking your notes, and then let's go on and graph both of these.